Now we are going to see the chemical properties of alkene. Alkene they are more reactive than alkane. Why they are more reactive means, in alkene means it contains double bond. Double bond means one is sigma bond, another one is pi bond. But in alkane it contains only single bond. Single bond means sigma bond. The sigma bond is strong bond, but the pi bond is weak bond. So why it is now reactive means that pi bond easily break up. It is break up than sigma bond, so that it is more reactive than alkene. The next one, addition of electrophile. Mostly that alkene, what type of reaction we are getting means addition reaction, because it is a double bond. We can change the double bond as a single bond by adding other compound. So the mostly we are having the reaction is addition reaction in alkene. So addition of electrophile, we are going to add the electrophile means it is take place by using ionic mechanism. Some addition reaction it takes place with the help of free radical mechanism. So there are two types of mechanism. Ionic mechanism, it is for addition of electrophile, or other addition it is take place with the help of free radical mechanism. Now we are going to see the addition of hydrogen. Addition of hydrogen means that is called as hydrogenation. Hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen. Now propene, there are three carbon, so pro and double bond is there, so propene, and common name propylene. Ylene indicate that it is containing double bond. Propylene is a common name, propene is a IUPAC name. Now with the help of nickel, palladium, Pd means palladium, and platinum, hydrogen, that hydrogen split into two hydrogen. One hydrogen goes to this carbon, another hydrogen goes to this carbon. We are going to add hydrogen with the help of this catalyst to alkene. So now the double bond automatically removed, because carbon it attained the valency 4, so that we get the propane. Now that alkene is changed as a alkane. This type of reaction, with help of this reaction we can change the vegetable oil into vanaspati. Which reaction? By using hydrogenation, that is addition of hydrogen, we can change the vegetable oil into vanaspati, so that we can prevent the rancidity. What is rancidity means? Decomposition of oil. The next reaction is addition of halogens. Addition of halogens means halogenation. So first of all, chlorine. Chlorine split into ClCl, and ethene, two carbon is there, so eth and double bond ethene, and IUPAC name is ethene and common name ylene. Ylene means double bond, eth ylene, ethylene. And next one, the chlorine is added mean we get CH2Cl, CH2Cl. I put 1 2, so there is two carbon eth and single bond ethane, and first carbon and second carbon having chlorine. So we have to indicate the chlorine separately possessed by the two carbon by number 1,2 dichloroethane. The next one, the same way, if you add iodine, with the ethene or ethylene, we get the same compound like this. But what is the difference between these two means, this compound is not stable, so it is unstable. Once again the iodine is eliminated, we get the reactant, the same reactant we are going to get. So ethene or ethylene is added with iodine means we get the same compound like the chlorine, but it is unstable one. So once again if the iodine is removed, we get the reactant as a product only. The next, the test for alkene. How can you identify the given compound is alkene means, if you add the bromine water, what is the color of bromine in water means, it is a reddish brown color. The bromine, it split the bromine Br, one Br goes to this carbon, another Br goes to that carbon, means we get the CH2Br and CH2Br. This compound as a colorless one. So if you add the reddish brown color of bromine water in the alkene, we get the colorless compound, means we have the given compound is a unsaturated compound. So this type of reaction we can use for test for unsaturated compound. So this reaction means just you are going to add the bromine water in alkene, means we get the colorless compound. Now we are going to learn the Markovnikov rule. Markovnikov rule. In that rule, first of all, we have to clarify what is symmetrical alkene and unsymmetrical alkene. Here, what is alkene means double bond. Double bond, both the sides same CH2 we are having. and same structural, that is compound we are having, that is called a symmetrical alkene. Same way here also in double bond both the sides CH3CH, CH3CH, both are one same. So same means it is called a symmetrical alkene. Now see this compound in double bond both the side, here CH3CH is having, here CH2 is having, so it is not a symmetrical one. The same way here, the double bond, this side we are having 3 carbon, that side only 1 carbon is there, so it is not also a symmetrical one. So that Markovnikov rule, we are going to study only for the unsymmetrical alkene. We are going to study for unsymmetrical alkene. One unsymmetrical alkene, for example propene. We are going to add the hydrogen bromide. In hydrogen bromide, split the hydrogen bromide as HBr. According to the Markovnikov rule, it is a book is given the hydrogen, it is goes to that carbon, which carbon having more carbon. That hydrogen bromide we are going to add only the double bond, not for the single bond, keep it in mind. Double bond only we can add. Why it is not added with the single bond means it is already attained the valency, carbon valency. But in double bond, that valency we can, by adding we can attain the valency. It also having that carbon valency 4 but we can add with the double bond. So hydrogen, according to the Markovnikov rule, the hydrogen is goes to carbon which possesses more hydrogen, and Br goes to carbon which was having less hydrogen. So this carbon having only 1 hydrogen, so Br goes to this carbon, but this hydrogen it goes to this first carbon, this one having 2 hydrogen. When compared to this hydrogen, it having more hydrogen, so this carbon preference to go first carbon. So we get this compound. So CH2 added with hydrogen means CH3, and Br is added means we get this compound. And now see that I put the number 1, 2, 3. In second carbon we are having bromine, and 3 carbon means prop, single bond ane and propane, and 2 bromopropane. Second carbon having bromine, so 2 bromopropane. Now suppose it is a symmetrical one. Symmetrical one means HBr. HBr I splitted the hydrogen, it preferentially goes to carbon having more hydrogen, both the one having same hydrogen only. So anyway that hydrogen goes to first carbon and Br goes to second carbon means we get the compound like this, and 2 carbon ethane and single bond ane and 1 bromoethane. The next example also I gave in your book, also it is given 2 butene. So it is, why it is 2 butene means I put the number 1, 2, 3, the second carbon having double bond, and 4 carbon means but and double bond having second carbon, so 2 butene. Then HBr is splitted, the hydrogen preferentially goes to carbon having more hydrogen. You see that the both the carbon having same hydrogen only, so you can add with any carbon. I put the second carbon and then Br goes to third carbon, we get the compound like this, and I put the number 1, 2, 3. So 2 bromo and 4 carbon but and single bond A, 2 bromobutane. So next one, addition of water. The addition of water we are going to add with unsymmetrical ketone and symmetrical alkene. In presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, you are going to add water, split the water H plus OH minus. The H preferentially goes to where the carbon having more hydrogen. The first carbon only having more hydrogen, so the H plus goes to CH2, the OH minus goes to this carbon. So we get that compound like this. I put the number 1, 2, 3, the second carbon having OH group as well as methyl. So first 3 carbon means prop, it is a root word, and single bond A, and 2 second carbon having alcohol, so 2 propanol. See that 2 propanol, NOL, and then the second carbon having methyl, so 2 methyl, 2 propanol. And compound name like this here, and 3 carbon is there, so 3 carbon means prop, and double bond is there, so propene, and 3 carbon, these 3 carbon only you have to take linear carbon, so propene, and second carbon having methyl, so 2 methyl propene. The next one, this one is propene and HBr is added. The H preferentially goes to, now we don't know about the Markovnikov rule, just you are going to blank, erase the Markovnikov rule. Now only we are going to study the Markovnikov rule. How it is formed means we are going to study now. After the mechanism only you come to know that Markovnikov rule. First of all, the hydrogen preferentially goes to first carbon and Br goes to second carbon, means we get the compound like this. So 1, 2, 3, 2 bromopropane, it is a major product. Suppose the hydrogen goes to second carbon and Br goes to first carbon, means we get the compound like this. That is 1 bromopropane. Okay, ma? Now it is a minor product. Why it is a minor product? Why it is a major product? The reason behind, what is the reason behind that? Now we are going to study. Let's see that one. Before go into the clarification of Markovnikov rule, first of all you have to know about the primary carbon and secondary carbon and tertiary carbon. See that the first one is primary carbon. Why it is primary carbon means CH2. It contains CH2 group and the functional group. X means some functional group. It is present at the last. That carbon is called as primary carbon. And secondary carbon means the CH along that what is primary means it contains only one alkyl group. The CH3CH2 means it is only one alkyl group and that carbon possesses two hydrogen and one side one functional group. That carbon is called as primary carbon. And here see that carbon CH, this side one methyl and that side one methyl, that is called as two alkyl group it possesses and one hydrogen and one functional group. That carbon is called as secondary carbon. And this carbon, it possesses three alkyl groups, that is 3 methyl, CH3, CH3, CH3. 3 methyl is having and one functional group. That carbon is called as tertiary carbon. Okay, ma? Now, I am going to eliminate this X. That X, it takes away the electron, the bond containing electron, that electron is taken away by this X. So, this carbon now loses its electron. That electron lost means that carbon now becomes a positive character. Now this primary carbocation, that is called as cation means what? The carbon possesses positive character, that is called as cation. Carbon possesses positive character, so that it is called as carbocation. And this carbon is a primary carbon, so it is a primary carbocation. And this carbon is a secondary carbon and having positive character, so that it is secondary carbocation. And this carbon also having positive character, and this is a tertiary carbon and tertiary carbocation. Now, based on the reactivity, which one is more stability, not reactivity, stability, which one is more stable means this tertiary carbocation is more stable when compared to the secondary carbocation, and this secondary carbocation is more stable than primary carbocation. Now, we are also going to see the addition of HBr with propene in two pathways. One is A and another one is small b. First of all, we have to split the HBr, H plus, Br minus. First we are going to add the H plus to this compound. Afterward we will add the Br minus afterwards. Okay. Now first see the A path and B path. First in the A path, the propene, the double bond having two electron, that electron goes to second carbon means that second carbon becomes negative character. The first carbon becomes positive character. Now H plus, it goes to second carbon. Why it goes to second carbon means it is a negative character. The negative character attract the positive character. Now it becomes CH3, CH2, CH2 already it is a plus character. Now it is a primary carbocation. Afterward the Br minus goes to that first carbon. Now we get the CH3, CH2, CH2 Br, that is 1 bromopropane. It is a minor. Why it is a minor means we are getting from the primary carbocation. Why? What is the reason? Primary carbocation means what happening there? Primary carbocation when compared to the secondary carbocation, it is a less stable. So which one is more stable? That will form the major product. Now see that in B path. In B path, the double bond electron goes to first carbon. In A path, the double bond electron goes to second carbon. Here the double bond electron goes to first carbon, so that the first carbon becomes negative character, second carbon becomes positive character. The H plus now goes to where? First carbon. Afterward, now it is become a CH3, CH plus, and this CH2 now becomes CH3. This one is called a secondary carbocation. The next one, the Br minus goes to second carbon. We get the CH3, CHBr, CH3. Now this one is called as major product. Why it is called as major product means because when compared to the primary carbocation, secondary carbocation is more stable, so that product also we are getting more, so that it is a major product and this one is a minor product. Now we can derive the Markovnikov rule. What is the Markovnikov rule? The H, the hydrogen goes to carbon, preferentially it having more hydrogen. Now see that the hydrogen goes to where, ma? Preferentially it having more hydrogen. Afterward the Br goes to the carbon having less hydrogen. So this is the Markovnikov rule.